President Bọla Ahmed Tinubu told them in Brazil that his government is working on removing bottleneck from agriculture. So you will wonder that President Bọla Ahmed Tinubu knows about bottleneck against agriculture. But when he mentioned what he has in mind, I, I don't know where to go or what it means. Bureaucracy. What is bureaucracy? Is bureaucracy the bottleneck obstructing agricultural activities, or the war against the Boko Haram Muslim community, ravaging human lives and economic resources of Nigeria since 2009 till date, and herdsmen terrorism, grazing of cattle in agrarian fields since 2015 till date. And Bọla Ahmed Tinubu has been keeping to his word that he will continue the good works of Muhammadu Buhari, the good works of sustaining the war against the Boko Haram Muslim community, and protecting herdsmen terrorism. The armed bandits, the mushrooming armed bandits are also there, unattended. So insecurity or insecurities all over Nigeria, with particular reference to the Muslim North and the Christian Southeast, none of it is of concern to Bọla Ahmed Tinubu. So where is the hope that somebody who does not even care about the real evils bedeviling Nigeria, who doesn't show that he knows the problems, how can he solve them? If to Bọla Ahmed Tinubu, the war against the Boko Haram Muslim community is normal, herdsmen terrorism is normal, armed banditry, pervasive or rather mushrooming armed banditry is normal, talking about bureaucracy, which bottleneck is worse than the war against the Boko Haram Muslim community in the northern parts of Nigeria, where the war is biting hard on the citizens, and armed banditry, ravaging of villages, agrarian communities, sacking of villages, killing and maiming people, and abducting people for money, kidnapping as it is called. So when Tinubu said he was going to remove bottleneck from agriculture, I was keen on knowing what he meant. But rather than mentioning the real issues of insecurities trailing agrarian communities in Nigeria, Tinubu said bureaucracy. That level of dishonesty, that level of lack of conscience and morality is unfortunate, we should say. Because if somebody is not bothered by the real problems of the nation, How can he solve them? And of course, he never promised that he will solve any problem. He said he will continue in the footsteps of Umaru Musa Yar'Adua, Goodluck Ebele Azikiwe Jonathan, and Muhammadu Buhari. The four, so he becomes the fourth bloody or bloodiest president of Nigeria. Because since democracy returned in 1999, we had it much better, security-wise, economically, and otherwise. But since Yar'Adua started the war against the Boko Haram in 2009, Nigeria has become a country ravaged by war. A nation at war against itself. And all the rulers can boast of is that they will use the army to eradicate the terrorists. Terrorists that are brought about by government itself due to abuse of power, corruption, because the worsening hyperinflation is not helping security in rural places, with particular reference to rural places. Nigeria has not been herself since 2009 till date. And that is not what Tinubu is talking about. He's talking about bureaucracy. Okay, maybe abuse of power by government to create terrorism is the bureaucracy, but we cannot say that because Tinubu lacks that level of conscience. He's not even aware that government is doing anything wrong. He's talking as if everything is well with government. Government is upright, reducing subsidies from basic necessities of life, paying workers pittance, and claiming to be transferring funds to indigent households, and subsidizing pilgrimages, funding pilgrimage boards, and so on. That can never augur well for peace and prosperity. As simple as that. Agriculture with herdsmen terrorism. How possible? Agriculture with armed banditry, with particular reference to the rural areas in Zamfara State, Sokoto, not to talk of the Northeast, where the Boko Haram and other terrorist organizations are tugging at the populace. So, well, we must do all in our power to ensure that 2027 brings a better lease of life. Because there will be no progress under war against Boko Haram, herdsmen terrorism, and removing subsidies from basic necessities of life to fund pilgrimages and affluence of the rulers.